We're here today talking with author Nicole Ruble about her book, Journey to the Moon. Nicole, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to get to talk about this exciting book.
Tell us a little bit about the book.
Okay, well, Journey to the Moon, it's a collaboration of real life experiences and my two sons' imaginations. It's built around a dream of accomplishing what no other child has ever done before. I used my then 10-year-old, his name is Gabe, he's now 18 and a half years old. I used his imagination and began to build on his love for space and science. So creating a little drama with a little suspense. This story depicts how these children discovered through teamwork and brainstorming, good work ethic and study, that any dream can come true. So their team they named is called Galaxy Explorers, and they ended up building a space capsule in this book, and the space capsule is called the CSS 2000. Ideally, it's to take them to the moon. So you'll find when you read this adventure that the voyage is dangerous and their local community anxiously waits for a successful flight. So you'll have to read the book to find out exactly what happens.
So how much of it is based on, did they really try to build I remember as a kid doing a lot of different fun things. Did your boys try to actually build a space rocket ever, or was it more of just an imagination and a work that they came up with?
Well, actually, I'll tell you, back in 2010, we took our boys on vacation down to the Kennedy Space Center. And my son, Gabe, just had a fascination with space. And so his little mind, and I share a lot of this in the book, his little mind is very focused on STEM activities. And he would build various things out of different items and objects we had at home. And I just took that imagination and his love for space, and I created the story of the space capsule. So they did not actually do this at home. This part was my imagination pulling all of that together.
Well, that's great. So how long of a process, because you talked a little bit about the inspiration, I think, just behind it, but how long of a process was it for you to write this book?
So I actually began about 10 years ago writing this story. And this is when my kids were about 8 and 10 years old. Just wanting to capture some of the moments of their childhood and putting it on the pages. Part of my inspiration is I wanted to leave a legacy for our family generations to come. A lot of kids to come that I will never even get to meet. I just wanted to capture some of these moments in time and put them on the pages, just to allow for memories of some of these experiences in the book are actual true life experiences that we had with my father and my father-in-law and some of our other family members. And just getting to watch my kids learn and discover new adventures. It just inspired me to build and add flavor and add my own imagination to the story. Another inspiration for me, is to get this off the shelf and not just say, here, sons, here's a Word document that your mother typed up for you. I hope you enjoy it. But just getting to add the visuals and the great illustrations that are in this book. And it just brings the story to life. And one of the things we've done with our boys is we have taught them their whole lives how to live a debt-free life. And we have trained them and we've disciplined them. I'm really proud to say that now that my sons are 18 and 16 years old, that they've paid cash for their own vehicles. And we're excited about that. So as they're transitioning in this time of life, getting into college, our goal is to be able to pay for college and be debt free. And so I'm hoping that this book is successful enough and people love reading it and sharing it with others that this is actually a way that we can pay for their college.
That's great. I'm amazed at that they've purchased. That's a goal for me, and I'm in my 30s, so they're already ahead of me. Is there anything else you want to share with us about your book as we wrap it up today?
Well, I want to share, part of the excitement of getting to accomplish this, and being a published author is something I never imagined that I would get to do. I'm the Chief Character Officer for TrueScripts Management Services. And at TrueScripts, we have a Dream Manager program. And it's within this program that it brought back to life this story that I had sitting on a shelf that started 10 years ago. And it allowed for accountability for me in this program. Someone asking me, how's the process coming along? And how far are you from completing this book? And it's just so wonderful at how invested our team is and this company is, and how they pour into our personal lives to help us make these dreams come true. And so it's just been an amazing thing for my family as well as my coworkers to get to see this actually come to fruition. I'd like to just share, if it's okay, some advice for the readers, young or old, who pick up this book. I just want them to enjoy it. I want them to enjoy the adventure. And I also want to encourage the readers to discover what their dreams might be. For my sons, it was to build a space capsule and to take them to the moon. But my dream is being fulfilled because I'm getting to leave a legacy on the pages of this book. And no one wants your dream more than yourself. So my advice is to do whatever you can to make that dream happen.
Thank you for sharing that. That's really cool. I appreciate you taking time today for writing the book. And I think, just like you said, leaving a legacy, there's no better way to tell a story than to put it into writing and leaving that gift. And so that's really, really great. Thanks for sharing with us. Nicole's book is Journey to the Moon. It's available online through Amazon, through Barnes & Noble. You can even, she's got a copy of it. There you go. You can even get it on Kindle if you prefer an ebook through iTunes, through the book app on iTunes as well. And so thank you so much for sharing with us, Nicole.
Thank you. It was a great conversation. I really enjoyed it. And I hope everyone gets a chance to get it and enjoy reading it with their kids or their grandkids. I think it'll be a fun time.
And be inspired. I think that's the message I heard from you today, to be inspired to pursue your dreams.
Yes.
Well, have a great day. Thanks again.
Thank you. You too.